As another spring evening settles across the countryside, an abandoned barn is about to become the stage for a remarkable new family.
For a barn owl, every successful breeding season begins with finding a safe place and proving it is worth defending.
A brief mistake from the mouse may provide the meal needed to begin a lifelong partnership.
Every successful hunt strengthens the owl's chance of raising healthy young.
Food sharing is one of the strongest signals that this pair is ready to raise a family together.
Barn owls do not weave elaborate nests, instead trusting the protection offered by a safe, hidden cavity. Perfect feathers mean silent flight, and silent flight will soon become the key to feeding an entire family. Their home has been chosen, their partnership is secure, and the first eggs are now only days away.
The first egg quietly begins the nesting cycle.
A second egg expands the growing clutch.
The clutch steadily grows with each carefully laid egg. With the fourth egg laid, the clutch is complete and incubation truly begins.
While the female rarely leaves the nest, the male alone must now provide enough food for them both. Every successful hunt directly increases the chances that the eggs will survive. The partnership is simple but essential. One hunts while the other protects the future.
Even the smallest adjustment helps developing embryos grow safely inside their shells.
Long nights of hunting leave little time for rest, but every feather must remain perfect for silent flight.
Hidden inside these quiet white eggs, 5 young lives are slowly preparing to enter the world.
After weeks of patient incubation, the first signs of life finally begin to appear. Hatching is exhausting, and every movement requires remarkable determination from a bird only minutes old. The family's first chick has arrived, but 4 more siblings are still waiting inside their shells. With a hungry chick now waiting in the nest, every hunt becomes more important than ever. Precision and silence allow the owl to waste almost no energy during a successful hunt.
Because the eggs were laid days apart, each chick will hatch in its own time.
Within hours, the family has doubled in size, but the youngest still depend entirely on constant warmth and care. The cycle of hunting and caregiving will now continue almost without pause.
For now, the tiny family is still incomplete, but each passing day will bring new life into the nest.
Because each egg hatched at a different time, the oldest chick quickly begins pulling ahead.
The family continues to grow, one determined hatchling at a time. At last, every egg has hatched, and the nest is now filled with 5 hungry young owls.
Feeding 5 growing chicks means the father must hunt almost constantly.
A single successful hunt will disappear within minutes once it reaches the nest. The oldest chick usually feeds first because it is stronger and reacts more quickly.
Warmth remains just as important as food during the chick's first fragile days.
Growth comes quickly,
and every successful meal brings the young owls closer to independence.
Night after night, the father repeats the same demanding journey to keep the growing family alive.
Rapid growth brings new strength, but these young owls still depend completely on their parents.
Growing bodies demand more food every single day, forcing both parents to work even harder. As the chicks grow, successful hunting becomes the difference between thriving and merely surviving. Long before they can fly, young owls begin strengthening the muscles that will one day carry them into the night. Every successful delivery helps transform fluffy nestlings into capable young hunters. Exploring the nest is the first small step toward exploring the outside world. Daily exercise gradually builds the strength needed for their first real flights. For a brief moment, the family enjoys a rare period of peace between long nights of work. The nest is becoming too small, and soon these young owls will have to face the world beyond the barn. The nest is no longer enough, and curiosity begins drawing the young owls beyond its familiar safety. Every awkward step helps develop the balance needed for future flight. Their first flights are measured in only a few meters, but each success builds confidence. Even as the young grow stronger, the parents must still provide most of the family's food. Practice slowly transforms instinct into skill. Beyond the barn lies an entirely new world waiting to be explored. Practice slowly transforms instinct into skill. Confidence grows quickly when every successful flight ends safely back at home. Soon these young hunters will no longer rely on their parents, and each must learn to survive alone.
Only weeks ago they could barely stand, and now the young owls are mastering the night sky.
Learning when not to attack is just as important as knowing when to strike.
Failure is a natural part of learning, and every missed opportunity teaches valuable lessons.
The parents remain close, but the responsibility for survival is beginning to shift.
Each young owl gradually develops its own hunting territory and its own rhythm of life.
For one final morning, the family gathers together before each young owl follows its own path. From 5 fragile white eggs to 5 independent hunters, the quiet old barn has witnessed another remarkable cycle of life.